The first rule of Car Week is that somebody always has a better car than you. Ride along as we go to 2024 Monterey Car Week. Welcome to another episode, everybody. We are at the Quail. We're going to be seeing a lot of new cars unveiled today, including the new Huracan replacement. So stay tuned and join us as we head in. So there is nothing really quite like the Quail. Tons of different manufacturers have new production vehicles, new race vehicles, at all these different booths. Very spread out. There are different time frames for different reveals. The Lamborghini reveal is going to be happening in about 40 minutes from right now whenever I'm filming it. Zinger always brings some really cool stuff. Looking forward to getting in some of those. You can't even really see the scope of this, but it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a fun day. We are waiting patiently for the Huracan replacement to get released. Are you excited? Yes, you. Yes.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we are presenting the successor of the Lamborghini Huracan, the all-new Lamborghini Temerario. And I'm going to ask Mitya Borkat and Uwe Moore to help me to unveil the car. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Chaos. First look, chaos. Because of the chaos around the Temerario, we shifted to go check out some other cars in the meantime. The new carbon fiber options on the Revuelto are wild. 2025 model years are going to have some really heavy stickers because of the amount of carbon fiber, exterior carbon fiber that can be added here. You know you have money when your windshield wiper is made out of carbon fiber. Not on this level yet, that's for sure. These paints have so much flake in them. They're really sexy. I'm not gonna lie, I know there's some mixed reviews on Hennessy, but these are really good looking cars. The Valkyrie might have a crazy high maintenance package requirement, but it really does look great in person. This thing is wild. Those wheels are the best part. She's a classic. Dang. Look at that flake.
And the thing is so out of
Mercy SV. Aston Martin Vanquish S. Whew. This lineup. Such a sharp Countach. And then peeking over up there, a gorgeous Gulf Spec GT. In case you were wondering, it's gated. And then we go to the Miura. It's crazy to think that it all started here, the V12s. And then, oh man, that sparkle is still there. I don't know if you can see it very well. Holy cow. From the classics, Diablo SE30, a Miura, a Mercy, and then we come over here with this monster. Holy crap.
Correct. Well, I can't control.
So wild. This car was awesome. The downside is that I have to hyperextend my leg in order to reach the clutch and push it all the way in.
Do you need the clutch? It's like a roller coaster ride.
This was probably our favorite car there. Crazy look, aggressive, really cool setup with the seating. Absolutely loved this car, and it just broke the record at Laguna Seca and beat the Koenigsegg that had just set it a few weeks ago. After the Quail, it was time for some car spotting around the area, and this classic V12 sound was awesome. Green carbon Bugatti with a handprint, because nothing is safe. Nowhere is safe. Blue carbon Bugatti, just in case a green carbon wasn't quite enough. Let's add a blue carbon. The next morning we were off to Laguna Seca for race car things. This might be the coolest part of Car Week. Not your everyday content from our page. This is awesome! We came all the way to see the GTD, and the GTD is not here because it has gone to a different show for the day. So we will have to hope to see it at Pebble Beach tomorrow. We didn't find the GTD while we were here at the racetrack, but we did find the new ZR1. I will be the first to admit that it absolutely does look more aggressive in person than it did in photos, except for the butt. The booty here is still underwhelming. I have to, can't lie, but it is definitely more aggressive than the Z06 in the front. Also, carbon fiber wheels look great. Well done, Chevy. After the track, it was time to get fancy and go to the Lamborghini Club of America annual gala. Welcome to Serata Italiana. This is the Lamborghini Club of America official party with just about any Lamborghini that you could ever want to see. The coolest part of the night was whenever they fired up the only Lamborghini F1 engine. Sunday morning meant it was time for Pebble Beach and also a bit of in-depth time with the Temerario. Welcome to the interior of the new Lamborghini Temerario. Dash display is running a demo. It is definitely roomier than the STO, than the Technica, I think, as well. Definitely feels like it has a little bit more room. Redesigned seats, has a very Revuelto-ish feel. This is the standard model. What is it? Furio Classe. I gotta get used to these new names. This is not the Alleggerita, so it does not have the carbon fiber in the door, but it does have the passenger display similar to the Revuelto. I'm thinking about the STO and how there's almost no line of sight out the back. This has a great line of sight out the back because it doesn't have the louvers. I'm sure on future models this line of sight will disappear out of the rear view mirror. So great upgrades, awesome interior upgrades, and let's go outside. We are outside of the Temerario. Again, this is not the Alleggerita. This is the Furia Classe. I gotta figure out how to say that, but deal with it for now. These exposed wheels, or as I like to call them, rock launchers, are really sexy. Just don't get too close in the back. Very well defined, almost has a racing tail light down here in the center. Bits of carbon fiber here and there, not as much carbon fiber as what you get on the Alajarita. I know there's been a lot of talk about how this has a more subdued or a more subtle look and appearance, but in reality, it has some great lines running down the side that actually look better than, in my opinion, the launched Huracan. So these lines are probably going to get played upon for future models to give it some more aggressiveness. This has the standard wheels, not the carbon fiber wheels that you see on the Alajarita. And then the questionable front end, the cause of much controversy, definitely narrower headlights, but an interesting feature is that I believe these headlights actually help create some downward airflow that comes back through to cool the front brakes. So in speaking with some of the executives and looking at some of the details, it appears as though these are actually more functional than they might seem at first. You can see straight down through there. So yes, they are more narrow. They have a different look. People do not like these daytime running lights at the bottom. In person, it really doesn't look bad, I don't think. Definitely a little bit subtle on the front end, a bit of a wider area at the front than we're used to with some of those noses that dive down on the Huracan. But this is a great starting point, in my opinion. And a lot of the crap that it is getting, I think, will change whenever people get a chance to actually see this in person and feel it. And honestly, I think it's going to be a crazy drive. Really fun drive. We'll go look at the engine in a second, but for now, Melinda is rocking her Pebble Beach hat, ready for the day here in Monterey. Here is where the magic is made, right here. V8 flat plane crank, twin turbos right here. From factory, twin turbos. This is going to be fun to put into action in that car. Breakfast at Pebble Beach. After a failed attempt to find the GTD at Laguna Seca, we managed to find it on the concept lawn at Pebble Beach. There she is. There she is. Hello, GTD. Here we are. When we were looking at this car, we had no idea whether we would have an allocation or not. Now we know that we have an allocation, and this car, after seeing it, is going to be absolutely even more incredible than we imagined. And we are absolutely looking forward to taking delivery of this soon. After the GTD, it was time to check out the rest of what Pebble had to offer. Even though there is a 0% chance that I will ever have one of these, it is still an absolute work of art and amazing. Ye old car display.
She's gonna start it.
Yeah, everyone's got to get going.
Didn't know that they displayed boats at Pebble Beach. Holy cow, this thing is so long. There's no way this fits in a standard garage. What the heck? This thing is enormous. All right, so this car is way before its time. Why is that? Because it has a rear display. What the heck? What year? 1935. They were doing clusters in the back. Our second Car Week experience did not disappoint, and we are looking forward to returning in 2025, maybe with a special car.